Foreign Secretary Ranjan Mathai stopped over in Chennai to meet the Chief Minister Jayalalitha ahead of his 3-day visit to Sri Lanka to negotiate a fair deal for Sri Lankan Tamils. The team of Kundungolam protesters return after Prime Minister says the project will not be halted. The protesters to go on hunger strike tomorrow. Long-time associate of DMK Treasurer Stalin, Ilam Valodi, quits Deputy General post after re-admission of anti-party workers, says his move has hurt his self-respect. The Chennai Corporation kickstarts the distribution of booth slips across the city for the upcoming local body polls. 4,000 men and women will compete in the process. Ndtv-Hindu Seva payment campaign focuses on Mambalam's rundown state of pavements. Chennai turns the spotlights onto the Mumbai Indians and Somerset teams as they battle it out for the final spot in the Champions League tonight. A very good evening and welcome to Headlines Now with me, Dipti Kumar. From news of the state civic body polls to the issues brewing in the state, all that and more ahead on the bulletin. Stay with us to know more. But first up, the headlines at this hour. Sylvester Daniel, a key witness in the Sohrabuddin case, runs away from Gujarat police custody in Udaipur. The Prime Minister meets Andhra Governor with continuing protesters from Telangana. The Chief Minister is in Delhi as the UPA government consults all parties involved. A car linked to Banarwari Devi, the missing midwife from Rajasthan, is found in Gujarat. Will this help the police trace her? Indicted by the PAC report on mining, the Speaker drops PAC Chief Manohar Parrikar. And the laughs will go on for some more time after negotiations. The Simpsons will continue on Fox. Well, the Foreign Secretary Ranjan Mathai was in the city earlier this evening to meet with the Chief Minister. Now, before this meeting was before he set off for a 3-day visit to Sri Lanka. Now, this was his debut trip after assuming post earlier in September. Now, his visit to the city was primarily to discuss the recent spate of fishermen killings and the Sri Lankan issue of war crimes. Now, the backdrop of his rendezvous with Amma assumes significance as Ms. Jayalalitha had also taken these issues at the Assembly and had urged even the centre to take it up seriously with the island nation's government. Now, Amma has demanded that Kachativu be returned to India and added that the international community declare Rajpaksa as a war criminal. Now, Mr. Mathai will call on President Mahendra Rajapaksa and political leaders, including the opposition leader in Parliament, Ranil Wickremesinghe, and representatives of the major Tamil party, the Tamil National Alliance. Well, moving on, in what came as a move that hurt his self-respect, the DMK Deputy General Secretary and former Tamil Nadu Minister Parathi Ilam Valodi has resigned from his party post, protesting against the readmission given to some party workers suspended for anti-party activities. Now, in a letter to the DMK Chief M. Karunanidhi, he said that certain actions by the party high command had wounded his self-respect. Now, Ilam Valodi, a long-term associate of the DMK Treasurer and former Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, was piked by a revoking of the suspension of some party functionaries. Now, sources close to him also added that Ilam Valodi could not be contacted after he submitted his resignation. Well, it was a fruitless trip, one could say, of the anti-nuke team from Kudungolam, who embarked on their journey to meet with the Prime Minister to submit a memorandum and further coax the Prime Minister to help stop the work at the Kudungolam nuclear power plant. Now, dejected by Dr. Singh's response, they believe the centre is not treating the people of Tamil Nadu with honour or dignity. Now, just yesterday, in a letter to the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Manmohan Singh said he counted on the Chief Minister's support in ensuring the timely implementation of the Kudungolam project. Now, remember that residents of the coastal villages in and around the area have been asking that the work at the plant be suspended because of concerns around the safety. But various expert agencies and the union government have guaranteed that the plant, which is designed to generate more nuclear power than anywhere else in the country, has been certified as one that meets the international safety standards.
But what we hear in the evening is exactly the opposite. The Prime Minister has written to the Chief Minister that she should cooperate with the continuance of the project, and he has set up an expert committee. That is not what we wanted. So we are disappointed, and we feel that the central government is not treating the Tamil people with honor and dignity. Because we saw that when the Tamil Eelam people were killed, the central government was not taking our feelings into account. When the fishermen are getting killed, they don't take our feelings into account. Now, this is the third or fourth instance where the Tamil people's feelings are being ignored, which is not really good.
Sir, what will be your next move?
Our next move, we have a hunger strike, one-day hunger strike on Sunday. There will be people and we are going to explain to the people what exactly transpired in our meeting with the Prime Minister.
Well, moving on, just a weekend away from the big day of the civic body polls, and the PMK has kick-started its campaign. Now taking to the streets in the city, the party entourage made its way around the city to get as much support ahead of the polling date. The party mayoral candidate and the former Union Minister for State Railways, A.K. Murthy too, has begun his campaign.
சுத்தமான தண்ணி மாநகராட்சி பைப்பில் வர தண்ணி யாரும் குடிப்பதில்லை. இப்போ கூட இந்த நொச்சுக்குப்பம் சில பகுதியில் வந்தேன். அந்த தண்ணி குடிக்கிறேன்னு கேட்டால் நான் குடிப்பது இல்லை, குளிப்பதுக்கும் துணி துப்பி தான். தண்ணி எல்லாம் கேன் வாட்டர் தான் வாங்க சொல்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு சுத்தமான தண்ணி, அதாவது மினரல் வாட்டர் எப்படி தராரோ அதே சுத்தமான தண்ணி வீடுதோறும் தருவதற்கு நான் கண்டிப்பாக திட்டம் வைத்திருக்கின்றேன். அது எப்படின்னு கேட்கலாம், இப்போது சொல்வதற்கு நான் முன்வரவில்லை. ஏன்னு சொன்னால் அந்த திட்டம் ஒவ்வொரு வீடும் செய்வதற்கின்றேன். அதே நேரத்தில் அந்த அடுக்குமாடி குடியிருப்பவர்கள் தண்ணி கீழே வந்து பெண்கள் மாறு வலிக்க தண்ணி அடித்து 3 மாடிக்கு தூக்கி செல்கிறார்கள். அதையெல்லாம் மாற்றுவதற்கு அந்தந்த பகுதியை ஒரு ப்ரெஷர் பம்ப் வைத்து ஒவ்வொரு வீட்டுக்கும் டேப் திறந்தால் தண்ணி வரணும். டேப் திறந்தால் தண்ணி வரும். எப்படி வரும்னு கேட்டாலும் அதுக்கு நான் திட்டம் வைத்திருக்கின்றேன்.
கடந்த 44 ஆண்டு காலமாக இங்கே தமிழகத்தை ஆண்டு கொண்டிருப்பது திராவிட கட்சிகள். அதுவும் சென்னை மேயராக யார் யாருக்கும் நீங்கள் வாய்ப்பளித்தீர்கள். ஒருவர் வந்து சொன்னார் எழில்மிக்க சென்னை என்று சொன்னார். மற்றவர் சொன்னார் சிங்காரமிக்க சென்னை என்று சொன்னார், சிங்கார சென்னை. ஆனா இன்னைக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு சென்னை? வெறும் சாக்கடை, பன்னி மேஞ்சின் இருக்கு, கொசு இருக்குது, அழுக்கு இருக்குது, தண்ணி இல்ல, வெறும் கொலை கற்பழிப்பு எங்க பார்த்தாலும் இதான் நடக்குது சென்னையில. இதுல எழில் எங்க இருக்குது, சிங்காரம் எங்க இருக்கு சென்னையில? எதுவும் நம்ம பார்க்கவும் போறது கிடையாது. அதனால இந்த ஒரு முறை தயவு செய்து நீங்கள் உங்களுடைய மக்கள் தொண்டன் ஏகே மூர்த்திக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்து பாருங்கள். நிச்சயமாக நாங்கள் இந்த சென்னையை பசுமை சென்னையை நாங்கள் உருவாக்குவோம் என்று உறுதியளிக்கின்றேன்.
Well, the Chennai Corporation today began the distribution of booth slips from the local body elections at a school in Pudukkottai area. Now, today, all in all, the booth slips were received by over 400 residents, and more will be given out in the next 3 days, so that all will receive their slips by the 12th of the month. Now, 4,000 corporation staff are involved in this procedure.
We have started distributing the booth slips today in the city of Chennai. People can get this and come and cast their vote during the coming local body elections. This will be completed in about 3 or 4 days. If our officers didn't turn up to your house by 12th, that is the next Wednesday, you please call us in the toll-free number 1913 or another toll-free number that we will be publishing, so that we will respond to your request and then come and distribute the booth slip. About 4,000 of our corporation staff are involved in this massive exercise. We will ensure that every one of the citizens get the booth slip before 12th.
While meanwhile, we at Ndtv-Hindu are also running a campaign ahead of the civic body polls to save our city's pavements. Now today we look at the area of Mambalam railway station. It's a busy junction for many travellers and pedestrians. The difficulty to commute by foot is just beyond obvious, as the rundown of pavements pose an imminent danger to the traffic-laden zones. Take a look for yourself.
வெஸ்ட் மாம்பலத்தில் ரோட்டில் ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீயாக நடந்து வர முடியல, ரொம்ப டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸாக இருக்குது. 2 சைடும் டாப் இது பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, நல்லா வருது.
இந்த ஏரியா ஃபுல்லாக கடைங்க வந்து ஆக்கிரமம் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் ஃபுல்லாக ஆக்கிரமம் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. வண்டிக்கு போக முடியல, ரொம்ப டிராஃபிக்காக இருக்குது, ஹெவி டிராஃபிக் ஆகுது. ஈவினிங் டைமில் பார்த்தா 5 o'clock மேலே அதிகமாக டிராஃபிக் ஆகுது. நடந்து வரவங்க ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது, சிரமமாக இருக்குது.
Well, moving on now, of tougher security at the Madras High Court, Monday will see more security deputed at the court vicinity. Now, the comprehensive security bandobast will be set up at the Madras High Court. Now, to actually combat any adverse actions that can happen, the advocates will have to produce their ID proof in order to enter inside. The litigants should also show a letter from the advocate concerned to enter into the High Court. Now, around 430 police personnel will man the court from Monday onwards, and CCTVs are also being set up at all the 7 entry points of the Madras High Court. Well, on to some crime stories from the city. A massive job racket has been busted in the city. Now, the accused, by the name of SGP Raj, was running a company called the Rebels Infosys. Now, in his operation, he had collected 1.5 crore rupees from 300 students 3 years ago in 2008. Now, he was arrested from his residence in KK Nagar North. Well, here's a case of easier said than done. We explore the irony of the movement of Save the Girl Child. More on that shocking reality that unfolds when we come back from the break. Stay with us.